Hello, bonjour, bonjour. Je m'appelle Julien. Oui, c'est moi, Julien. I'm a yoga teacher. I just filmed some great videos here. You can see I've got my mat set up in this awesome location. So I'll just take you through a little bit about my history. So I'm here in Snowy River. It's so beautiful, amazing. So yes, a little bit of a yoga with a French twist. And if you don't mind the accent and the French jokes, keep following. I've got lots of things coming up, lots of ideas which are going to develop over time, shooting in different locations, all that sort of stuff. So if you like it, just get on board with me and get practicing. So a little bit about my history and how I got to yoga is that I've had lots of back issues for like almost 20 years. Long time, was pretty bad at one stage, and I never imagined being in lotus full cross-legged position. My back was just always giving out. Going to the chiropractor 3 times a week at one stage. That was pretty nasty. I couldn't really do my sports and lots of pain. That was obviously having a really negative effect on my my mood. I mean, I don't really have mood swings, but on my mental health, you know, just starting to really get depressed after you know, years of just not being able to do anything, you know, just maybe at best sometimes, you know, when it was good, it was for 2 months, and then again, crazy. So I found sort of salvation, if you want, through yoga, slowly, but now I'm getting into handstands, all sorts of crazy stuff that I never thought I would be able to do. And this is all through yoga, meditation, deeper practices, but the physical is very important. And for me, there was a lot of nervous system issues. So these are all things that we sort out through yoga. But for you guys, I'll be bringing out, at least at the start, more so some physical yoga. We stay at the physical level. Those who want to dive in deeper into those you know, deeper practices of pranayama, meditation, more subtle realms of our actual existence, I'll be offering that as well. So I'm quite sort of traditional in my yoga, at least initially. So I've got my roots in tantric traditions, hatha traditions, and ashtanga tradition, and I'll be bringing, I think, quite a bit of ashtanga-like practice, because this is quite physical, this is strong, this helps to make us strong if you're ready. I'll have other practices if you have more, like me, you know, nervous system issues, back issues, all that sort of stuff. We can, with time, get you onto a stronger practice with ashtanga, which is from which all the power flow and vinyasas stem from. So I'll be offering a lot of that, very strong, getting you flexible and strong with lots of fun practices. So it's always good, you know, you get on your mat for new moves or arm balances, some stuff that are fun and accelerating, you know, it's always a good thing. So this is what I'm gonna have to offer for you, mostly there, and then other programs will have lots of different things also. Stuff on the chakras, but I'll be bringing also some yin, because I think yin is a great one to, when you have a strong practice, you know, if you do a bit of gym and all that sort of stuff, and the ashtanga, which is very strong practice actually, it's very good to balance it out with a yin practice, nice, slow, deep stretch, a little bit more meditative, so they can feel if you have something that maybe starts to get a little bit too tense or niggly. You know, sometimes injuries there's a little something that goes in your body, you know, to just like a little alarm bell that rings, and if you don't listen, then you push, and then maybe injury, and then you just get a setback. So anyway, we'll get through all that sort of stuff together. So I'm also bringing a bit of modern stuff. I'm trying not to deviate too much from the actual traditional practices, because this is what personally I found really has helped me so much. Basically, yeah, it's yoga saved my life, really. So this has helped me so much to find, you know, more contentment and more joy in my life through, you know, a good physical body. Now I'm getting quite strong doing handstands and all that stuff. So I'll be bringing more calisthenics type of exercise. Sometimes I tend to mix up a little bit the power flows with kind of like HIIT on the strong side, where you get sweaty. So if you like to, you know, work out and get sweaty, I've got some great power core classes coming up. I've got some great ones that I've shot in this location here if you're interested. So there's a lot more to come. I'll be shooting in also other locations, different places. Again, lots of ideas, lots of things to do. It's going to depend very much on what the community also asks. So don't hesitate to get in touch with me. I don't bite, not the first time. And it's anyway, through the screen it's a little bit hard, but get in touch with me, ask me anything, you know, if you have questions about some videos or if you have some requests. Also, you know, just ask and I'll do my best to put up something for you. If I know, I don't pretend to know anything. I'm just a very young yogi that doesn't really know much, but you know, at least I know that something has worked for me. That's one thing. And I'm continually training and developing, studying. I'm into all sorts of books and studying, and it's a constant thing to develop yourself and bring up more awareness. We are such complex being. It's a funny thing. It's a bit of a paradox, because life, in a sense, is quite simple. You see here, nature. When I look at nature, it's quite simple. You know, the water flows, the birds come and drink, all the animals seem to live in harmony. But at the same time, we humans beings are quite complex. We have lots of disharmonies in ourselves. Mostly it's from the mind. Sometimes I wish I was a bird with, you know, very little mind, nothing to pounder and, you know, bring you down. And sometimes we have silly ideas, but anyway, we worked that out through yoga. So all the rishis, the old yogis, they were pretty amazing. I think they went deep in the mind, working the mind, and all that you know, doesn't really serve us for a good life. And so that's what we'll be exploring. So I hope that you will be joining me on this journey and follow me. You know, we'll go to some right locations. Here I've had my private beach, as you can see. Awesome, great swim in the Snowy River. So if you want to get a bit of a visit sometimes, you know, wherever it's going to be, I've got some down by the coast, and there will be mountains and wherever, I don't know. Never know where the wind blows us to. And again, I hope to see you. We'll see you in video on the screen. Hopefully you get in touch so that you give me some feedback, and I know, you know, what you liked or disliked or would like to see, would like to work on. So let's work together. Hopefully one day we can also even meet in person. I'm quite of a human, on the human side, human connection. So I'd love to give you a hug and have a practice together, a workshop maybe. Anyway, just check out my content. I've got a great YouTube channel. For now it's called Yoga Essence Institute, but look up for Yoga Essence Sanctuary. So this is the Yoga Sanctuary with lots of things. Again, you know, strong practices, more meditative practices, everything that basically, you know, we need. And hopefully some workshop or some yoga class down in Melbourne. That's where I reside, in Melbourne for now. So I hope to again connect with you very shortly online first, and if you're down in Melbourne, just come and say hello. Au revoir. Pour le moment, c'est tout. J'espère vous voir bientôt. Allez, au revoir. See you, Hari Om Yogis.